I want you to tell us like something about you.
I was born in South Bombay. My father did not come from a very well-to-do background. One of the defining moments बोलते हैं ना लाइफ में कुछ ऐसा हो जाता है तो मेरी लाइफ में वो हुआ. I took up the campus placement around mid-April 2005. I quitted by May, and by June end, I had created this startup.
You launched a platform like Naukri and all.
The Like Naukri. Within the first month, it had 10,000 resumes uploaded. What happened in August to October 2008?
There are many businesses currently running in India. Some have become a unicorn.
Yeah.
But still they are not profitable.
They will have to become profitable at some point in time. The reason businesses fail is twofold. One is
राजीव डिंगरा पिछले 2 डेकेड से भी ज्यादा मार्केटिंग इंडस्ट्री में अपना इनवैल्यूएबल एक्सपीरियंस लेके आए हैं. उन्होंने इंडिया की एक टॉप डिजिटल एजेंसी वॉट कंसल्ट खुद बिल्ड की और अब रीबीट के साथ ग्लोबल एडटेक स्पेस में एक नई डिस्ट्रप्शंस क्रिएट कर रहे हैं. इस एपिसोड में हम उनसे बात करेंगे एआई का एडवर्टाइजिंग इंडस्ट्री में कैसे इफेक्टिवली यूज करें, डेटा ड्रिवन स्टोरी टेलिंग का असली पावर क्या है और किस तरह इस नए डिजिटल वर्ल्ड में बिजनेस को स्केल कर सकते हैं. ये सिर्फ एक कन्वर्सेशन नहीं है, ये एक मास्टर क्लास है मार्केटिंग के फ्यूचर पर.
एंटरप्रेन्योर को डिसीजन मेकिंग ऐसी करनी चाहिए.
if you can build profitable business, scalable business that creates livelihood for more people. The problem in agency businesses, you don't get people who just invest in your business like a funding. Not a fundable business like a tech business में 15% लेके funding दे देते ना आपको.
हाँ.
Agencies में ऐसा नहीं होता.
AI को how agencies can look into that.
So I believe every agency will become an agency, and the infrastructure is scaling up rapidly around this. All the large agency networks that are currently existing across the world are going to be
Hi Rajiv.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
This is really an honor for me to sit with you, and I wanted to learn lots of things from your journey. It's really an inspiring journey for me. मैंने काफ़ी सारी जब भी आपके बारे में रिसर्च की है, and when I wanted to bring on my show the podcast पर, so it was like कि अभी होगा क्या when I message you कि yes आएगा नहीं आएगा. But I remember one day after I'm talking about 2 या 3 साल पहले की बात है. I reach out someone in Germany for a textual interview.
Yeah.
And he revert me back once the interview has been done and we have published the article. He said कि always don't think about it कि सामने से ना आएगा या हाँ आएगा.
Right.
First decide कि reach out करना है.
Right.
Then there is a second thought, and if you don't think about it, you will get a आपको रिस्पॉन्स मिलेगा. अब पहले नेगेटिव हो जाओगे तो
Absolutely.
you will not get responsive. एंड राजीव जैसी पर्सनैलिटी को रीच आउट करना और उनको शो पर बुलाना, इट्स लाइक अ ड्रीम कम ट्रू फॉर मी एज अ मार्केटर.
You've been very kind. But yeah, go ahead.
This is really nice. So Rajiv, so I want you to tell us like something about you before the What Consult जो हम लोग नहीं जानते.
So, essentially, I am someone who's been born and brought up in Bombay. I had a unique childhood. Reason being that I am the 4th child. I am the only son. Before me, there were 3 daughters that my parents had. Right? So, I'm the 4th child, the only son. So, the impression people have is that I'm very pampered. But that is a myth. Right? When you have 3 elder sisters, more often than not, you're the Ramu of the house, where everybody is sending you to get everything from coriander to mirchi. मतलब नीचे जाके ये लेके आओ, वो लेके आओ, वो सब चलता रहता था. Also, while I was born in South Bombay, my father did not come from a very well-to-do background. I mean, we were privileged, but not well-to-do, in the sense that my father was always serving in Reserve Bank of India for 38 years. Okay. Right? And we used to live in, there were 6 of us, but we used to live in a very small house. It was just a 1-bedroom house.
Understand, yeah.
So all my childhood, I did not have my own room or own
understand.
bed.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
were sleeping on the floor, literally.
Correct.
Right? So it was a very unique situation where you are surrounded by very well-to-do people.
Yes.
You're going to a fairly decent school, but you are staying in a one-bedroom with
Agree.
3 other siblings and growing up with them. So there was a aspect of adjusting and sharing and
Yeah,
all
of
of that.
course, of
तो
course.
मतलब adjust करके growth या young age में वो सब देखना पड़ा. But any which ways, I don't think I was far more privileged than most of the country. So I don't think there is anything wrong with that. But yeah, it was a unique childhood. I think one of the defining moments बोलते हैं ना लाइफ में कुछ ऐसा हो जाता है जो आपकी पूरी लाइफ को इम्पैक्ट करता है. तो मेरी लाइफ में वो हुआ जब मैं 13 साल का था.
Okay.
My mother actually was ill with cancer. And around the same time, my father got transferred because he was in Reserve Bank of India to Chandigarh. And in spite of multiple sort of, applications, Reserve Bank of India didn't, agree to him staying
Bring
in
him
Bombay.
Correct.
He was first transferred to Chandigarh and then to Ahmedabad.
Okay.
Right? So in the last 10-12 months of my mother's illness, my father was in and out of the house. And that actually had a huge impact on her morale as well, as you can imagine, right? 4 kids.
Of course.
And so she passed away, and like how family members come in and visit and all that was happening.
Yeah.
तो ऐसे ही एक आंटी आई हुई थी, उन्होंने मेरे को देखा, मैं तो 13 साल का था.
Obviously.
तो उन्होंने मेरे को बोला कि what will you become when you grow up? आप क्या बनोगे बड़े होके? So I remember this very distinctly, and it actually became more of a very strong memory later. I told her मैं business करूँगा, मैं job नहीं करूँगा. Right? It was coming from the angst of a 13-year-old कि भाई 13 साल के बच्चे ने देखा कि पापा को बोला ट्रांसफर होने को तो ट्रांसफर हो गए, मम्मी बीमार है फिर भी जाना पड़ा उनको.
Exactly. एक employment का जो nature है, work of nature है, that you know.
So my auntie was also very taken aback. She was like, अरे मतलब इतना यंग लड़का डॉक्टर इंजीनियर नहीं बोल के
Exactly.
बिजनेस करूंगा ये बोल रहा है, राइट? तो आई सेड दैट एंड आई फॉरगॉट ऑल अबाउट इट, टू बी ऑनेस्ट, राइट? But that was the first time I actually said that I'll become an entrepreneur, right? And somewhere deep down, I think those seeds got sown at the age of 13, right? Then I grew up, I did my college from Jai Hind College.
Jai Hind College.
I did my 11th, 12th in commerce.
Okay.
I was always someone who took my own decisions, मतलब 15 साल की उम्र में आप 10th पास करते हो, बॉम्बे में तो 11th, 12th कॉलेज में होता है, अनलाइक इन दिल्ली, राइट? तो तभी आपको डिसाइड करना पड़ता है कि आप कॉमर्स लोगे कि साइंस लोगे, राइट?
एग्री.
सो मेरे मार्क्स इतने अच्छे आए थे 10th में कि आई कुड हैव टेकन साइंस, बट and my father wanted me to take science. He wanted me to become either engineer or doctor.
पहले कि अगर मार्क्स अच्छा है तो साइंस, थोड़े कम है तो या कॉमर्स, ऐसा होता था.
तो but I went against my father, and this is 2 years after my mother has passed away.
Okay.
But not in a very dramatic way. My father is he looks at your convention. One of the things I've learned from it's also come into my management style later, that अगर मेरा employee काफी convinced है, उसकी conviction strong है, तो I let him go against me even if my better judgment says that he is wrong. Right? Same way my father looked at my conviction as a 15 साल के लड़के का conviction देख के उन्होंने बोल दिया कि ठीक है, कर ले तू कॉमर्स. बट वो कब बोलते रहे कि भाई ये गलत कर रहा है, गलत. बट उन्होंने मेरे को रोका नहीं. He didn't stop me from taking commerce. So at the age of 15, I took commerce. After 2 years, I did an entrance exam, and there was a new course called Bachelors of Management Studies.
Okay.
Right? BMS. So अभी काफी popular है.
Yes,
right?
very common.
तभी हम fourth year batch थे उसके.
Okay.
Jai Hind College में I did BMS, Bachelors of Management Studies. I think that was a defining piece because it was a new course, and there were so many great teachers who had an impact on me, especially for marketing. Even though we were not taught any digital marketing in college at that time.
उस टाइम तो था ही नहीं. I don't think Facebook
थोड़े agencies थे, but कुछ नहीं था. Absolutely nothing.
It was like just designing and all something.
Yes,
correct?
only website and SEO and even search engine marketing was very small.
Yeah.
Right? So कुछ था नहीं, but the fundamentals of marketing was very strong in that course. right? And that had a great impact on me. And वो करने के बाद, you know, while I was graduating or about to graduate, I did a lot of campus placements
Interviews
as well.
and all.
हाँ,
Correct.
And उसमें in those 3 years of BMS, I had taken the specialization as marketing.
Okay.
Right? And in my last year, I had to do a dissertation. Thesis होते ना?
Yes, yes.
You have to submit some,
Yeah.
you know.
It's like a project.
Yeah, project. So, funnily enough, without planning or thinking, I wanted to do it on a unique topic that somebody else has not taken. Because you can't do, two
Correct.
people can't do the dissertation on the same topic.
Agree.
तो मेरे को टॉपिक ढूंढना था. तो मैंने ऑनलाइन चेक किया कि यार ये डिजिटल एडवर्टाइजिंग जैसी चीज है जो ग्रो कर रही है. And this is 2004, mind you.
It's completely
21
new
years
term
ago.
at
Yes,
that time.
yes. So there were only 2 agencies. There was a Media Turf, which was a Euro RSCG agency, and there were some other agency, one small agency. So I went and interviewed all those people.
Okay.
The early digital marketers of
Digital
that
era,
time.
we can say.
And I made an entire project on digital advertising without knowing that this is going to be my career. I'll be very honest. I did not have any idea. I was just doing it because it was unique. It was different. And I thought nobody else will do this. Let me do this.
Exactly.
And I also felt to be very, because I was a little street smart. I said, they will not understand anything. My professor will not understand anything about this. So whatever I write is going to be good. This project will go through.
अप्रूव भी हो जाएगा, मार्क्स भी मिल जाएंगे. It
Exactly.
was kind of that.
And funnily enough, online, one of the things I was very good at, which I think today is, you know, how today prompting you have to be very good at ChatGPT.
Of course.
In my time 21 years ago, it was how can you search and find the right PDFs and copy paste from them to make your project.
Agree.
अभी तो deep research in
अभी तो बहुत कुछ
ChatGPT, you can straight away create a project report if you
Exactly,
wanted to. These
exactly.
kids can do it, right? But at that time, it wasn't like that. You had to
Agree.
take 10 sources, copy paste, skim
Of
through
course.
it, and align it, format it. फिर जाके बनता था project.
Yeah, lots of things.
हाँ, तो वो मैं I was very strong at
Even
that.
computer skills ही बहुत कम लोगों को
So my
आती थी.
search skills are very strong, right? Anyways, ये सब तो हो गया, dissertation हो गया.
Agree.
But I was not thinking of doing a business right out of college. I was going to take the first job that I
Of
get.
course.
ठीक है? And which is what I did. I went for the highest paying campus placement.
अच्छा.
बट तभी एक यूनिक चीज हो गई उससे 1.5-2 महीना पहले, राइट? पर्सनल चीज वापस.
अच्छा.
तो माई गर्लफ्रेंड ऑफ 1.5 years dumped me, right? And called me a loser. And I was a loser. Let's just put it that way. 19 साल की उम्र में सारे लड़के लूजर होते हैं, मैं भी था. लूजर फ्रॉम द कॉन्टेक्स्ट ऑफ के हम क्या है ना, ईगो ज्यादा होता है, एटीट्यूड ज्यादा होता है, खुद को पता नहीं क्या
Boys
समझते
attitude,
हैं.
something
और
like this.
और मेरे में था वो इनेट,
Male
मतलब
attitude.
ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस जैसी चीज थी, बोलो मतलब, यू नो, लेट्स जस्ट कॉल इट लाइक दैट. एंड शी वाज एब्सोल्युटली राइट इन डंपिंग मी.
Okay.
बट किसी को भी डंप होना अच्छा नहीं लगता.
Of course.
मेरे को
And
भी
ये सुनना तो किसी को अच्छा नहीं लगेगा, of course.
1.5 साल के बाद आए ऐसा 19 साल के लड़के को बिल्कुल अच्छा नहीं लगा. बट क्या हुआ, तभी मेरी कैंपस प्लेसमेंट जो मैंने अग्री कर ली थी, मेरे को जाना पड़ा. अभी वो थी एक ऑडिट फर्म में, और उन्होंने, इट वाज अ मैनेजमेंट ऑडिट फर्म, नॉट अ फाइनेंशियल ऑडिट फर्म.
Understand.
बट जब मैंने इंटरव्यू दिया था तो उन्होंने मेरे को बोला था कि मार्केटिंग का भी इसमें एक स्कोप होगा ना. मेरे को ज़्यादा नॉलेज नहीं थी, और तभी इतना वो इंटरनेट भी नहीं था
Of course not.
कि हम रिसर्च करते थे, हम देखते थे, ओके, you know, we were getting I was getting 15,000 rupees.
Like good pay है, and the
हाँ,
company
15,000
is
rupees
there,
were a
yeah.
lot for a BMS fresher that time. So I took it. Okay. 7 दिन ऑफिस में था, एंड 7th डे को ऑडिट लग गई, वेर यू हैव टू गो टू औरंगाबाद.
Okay.
Okay. So first time I was traveling out
Traveling
of
from-
Bombay. You know, my father also came to leave me there. And 28 days I was in audit with another chartered accountant in Aurangabad. We were auditing a fiber company.
Okay.
Like optical fiber.
Optical
होता है ना?
fiber.
ठीक है. तो ये 28 दिन. Now think about this, right? मैं हूँ just 20 साल का हुआ हूँ. 1.5 महीने हुए गर्लफ्रेंड से ब्रेकअप करके. मैं पहुंच गया औरंगाबाद. तभी एक मोबाइल फोन का कॉल भी
Exactly.
कम से कम 10-12 रुपए पर मिनट होता था. और
Exactly.
हमारे पास प्रीपेड होता ही नहीं था. आई हैड अ मोबाइल फोन, बट कॉलिंग एनीवन वाज फॉर मोर देन 1 minute वाज नॉट पॉसिबल.
Exactly.
औरंगाबाद में कोई आउटस्कर्ट इंडस्ट्रियल एरिया में हम जाके बैठे हैं, एंड 28 दिन तक आई एम शेयरिंग दिस रूम विद दिस चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट एंड दिस गाय इज जस्ट गॉट एंगेज्ड एंड एवरी नाइट he is talking to his girlfriend on the phone while I am trying to sleep. मैं सोने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ और बोल रहा हूँ कि यार नींद आ जाए. I don't want to listen to this.
And you have already
just broken up, right?
Yeah.
So it was a 28 days of torture. Okay. But two things happened. Something flipped in me. The job also, because I was a fresher, मेरे को ना लैपटॉप दिया था because it was too costly to give me.
Of course.
Right? So only the chartered accountant has a laptop. And my job was कि इस डिपार्टमेंट में जाओ, ये डॉक्यूमेंट लेके आओ, इस डिपार्टमेंट में जाओ, ये पूछो कि ये डॉक्यूमेंट अवेलेबल क्यों नहीं है. I found that extremely to the 19-year-old who had been a head boy in school and I had been the marketing head of my college festival. मेरे दिमाग में तो मैं
you're smart
A plus student,
exactly.
A grade hero था मेरे दिमाग में, right?
And now what you're doing here?
I was disillusioned. I quit that job the moment I came back from that audit, right? I quit it, right? And होता क्या था, वो बंदा Saturday, Sunday, that chartered accountant guy would take off
अच्छा.
to meet his girlfriend in Pune.
Okay.
तो सैटरडे संडे औरंगाबाद में नो टीवी, 3-स्टार होटल, लिजर्ड दिख रहे हैं, कोई किसी को कॉल नहीं कर सकते, सारे लोग भी पास आउट होके अपनी अपनी लाइफ में बिजी है. इट वाज टफ मैन फॉर अ 19-year-old. इट वाज
Obviously 2 दिन निकालना मुश्किल है.
हाँ, मतलब और तभी कुछ ऐसा स्मार्टफोन कुछ नहीं था, टीवी पे कुछ नहीं था. आई वॉज दी ओनली पर्सन हु वाज इन शॉर्ट्स ऑन द रोड. बाकी सब पैंट और चप्पल में घूम रहे थे औरंगाबाद में, राइट? तो I mean, I'm just talking from that perspective of a privileged 19-year-old जो सारा टाइम साउथ बॉम्बे में रहा है. उसके लिए बहुत
डिफिकल्ट था.
उसके लिए बहुत डिफिकल्ट था, स्पेशली ऑफ द इमोशनल एंगल ऑल्सो कि भाई अभी गर्लफ्रेंड से ब्रेकअप हुआ है तो यू नो यू आर इन दैट इमोशनल फेज. एनीवेज आई केम बैक, आई इमीडिएटली क्विट, राइट? और मुझे मेरा एज एन एंटरप्रेन्योर माइंडसेट पहला प्रॉब्लम मिल गया दैट अगर मैं इतना स्मार्ट राजीव डिंगरा कैन नॉट फाइंड आउट कि कौन सा जॉब मेरे लिए अच्छा है,
सुटेबल है,
नहीं है, तो दूसरे बच्चे कैसे कर रहे होंगे, राइट? सो आई देन केम अप विद दिस कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ jobsforfreshers.com.
अच्छा.
which was my first startup. And I started this, so I took up the campus placement around mid-April 2005. I quitted by May, and by June end, I had created this startup with the help of a Australian developer
Achha.
who had a open source job board software in PHP that time, PHP coding. And I had worked with him over 20 days, day and night, to create and launch my job site.
So it was you launched a platform like Naukri and all.
Like Naukri.
Like
It was called jobsforfreshers.com, and within the first month, it had 10,000 resumes uploaded, because I used to do marketing on Yahoo Groups, Orkut. That time Orkut was there.
Of course.
There was Hi-Fi, all of that, right? So yeah, that was the start of my entrepreneurship journey.
Building a platform like a job search and all, it was something new at that time. I don't think Naukri was not
It was
there.
relatively new. Naukri was there. Naukri had been there for I think 7 or 8 years by that time.
But it was not like that, na? Ki people are searching jobs online. People used to see in newspapers and some.
But at that time, 2004-5, freshers had access to online. Like people who were in urban areas.
Yeah.
They definitely had internet.
Because
There were a lot of cyber
cafes and all
lot
there.
of cyber cafes जहाँ पे आप email करते थे, वैसा वो चालू हो गया था. So it was a right moment and time.
Yeah.
In fact, within 6 months, I had more than 40,000 profiles and resumes.
It was a good time to start that startup.
It was an interesting time. It was also a very good grounding and learning exercise for a 20-year-old. Much better than me doing an MBA, actually. Because I learned multiple things. I learned marketing because I ran Google Ads at that time in 2005 to promote this. I did influencer marketing, or what we would call as go to Yahoo Groups, talk to group admins, tell them to publish your job posts.
तब तक terms थे भी नहीं.
हाँ,
इन्फ्लुएंसर मार्केटिंग ऐसा
टर्म था ही नहीं. मतलब बेसिकली एडमिन से बात करके आपका जॉब पोस्ट करना. ऑरकुट में स्क्रैप्स हुआ करते थे. तो उसमें जॉब बोर्ड ग्रुप्स होते थे, जॉब बोर्ड स्क्रैप्स होते थे, उसमें स्क्रैप्स करना. तो ये सब बेसिकली ऑर्गेनिक मार्केटिंग को लेके सारी चीजें एक साथ करना, दैट एक्चुअली हेल्प मी understand how to promote this job board, right? Or within the first 3 months, I got my first paid customer, right? So I remember this very, very distinctly. I'll never forget it in my life because 4 mahine se I was working maybe 18 hours a day, right, on this job board because I was the developer. That developer had just given me a software.
Yeah, that
and he
was
would come in to support during Australian time. So subah ke time he was available.
Exactly.
So I used to get up at 6 o'clock to talk to him, right, and stay late till night so that I could finish up, articles, postings, everything. Because I was a one-man show.
All the listings and all you.
I was a one-man show at that time, and I was working from home. So the backstory is my father was very worried because here was his 20-year-old son who had done a good job of 15,000 rupees for exactly 28 days, quit, come back home, and now he was running something which he had no clue about.
It's very
and
big
I had
decision.
created a private limited and taken him as a partner, as a director in it. Given him 1% equity. So,
your dad?
Yes, my father.
Okay.
And he had retired by then. Right? He had turned 58. So he had retired from RBI in 2004.
Okay.
Right? So for him, it was
relaxing time.
Pressing all the panic buttons that my son is, God knows what he is doing. Right? पैसे तो नहीं आ रहे घर में, इतना पता था
दिख रहा है.
So anyways, that really put the fundamentals of how difficult it is to run a business in me. And I scaled up that job. I earned about 2.5 lakh rupees in a year. Probably as much as I would have earned in that job from the job site. Only single person. I didn't hire anyone. I didn't have any money to hire anyone.
Obviously.
All that 2.5 lakhs I was reinvesting in promoting the job site.
Agree.
But it also made me realize that it taught me a lot of things, product, engineering.
Exactly.
It taught me marketing. But it also made me realize that fundamentally a job site for freshers is flawed. Because freshers don't remain fresher the moment they get the first job.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So if I were not planning to compete with Naukri, then this job site had limited value.
Limited just for freshers.
Exactly.
Retention तो खत्म ही हो जाएगा.
Exactly. So in a year's time, that dawned on me. Right? I also realized that, I came close twice to raise funding for this job. So freshers in that time, I got offered by 16 lakhs for 51% by one media entrepreneur.
Achha.
And by one education entrepreneur, I got offered 90 lakhs for 90%. Basically, he wanted to acqui-hire. He said he's an education loan entrepreneur. He was a big entrepreneur. He said, यार इसके पास database है, let's acquire 90 lakhs में acquire कर लेते हैं. ये freshers jobs करता रहेगा और jobs के बाद लोगों को loan भी, education loan भी लगेंगे because ये same freshers शायद बाद में education loan के लिए जाए. But I declined both of those.
Achha.
Right? I don't know why I did. I just didn't feel right because it meant that I'll have to do a job again.
So intentionally you were looking for a funding or it was like
I was. At that point in time, there were very few avenues. It was completely, it was the dark ages of the startup ecosystem in India.
For 20 years, boy, building a platform in PHP and bring his father as a director of 1%, as well as looking for a investment. So ये maturity बहुत बड़ी है.
Maturity नहीं, I would actually, in hindsight, I can tell you it was not maturity, it was stubbornness. Right? I was angry. Right? Partially, possibly, I was angry with what happened with my mother.
Exactly.
Right? And partially, I was angry with the way I was dumped by my girlfriend.
Exactly.
And I still believe that she did the best thing ever because I deserve to be dumped. But at that moment, I turned that anger into fuel and determination. So I am a firm believer that any kind of emotion can be turned into a positive conviction.
Yeah.
Right? I've spoken about this before as well. So I turned that, and I can in hindsight make it sound intelligent, but तभी तो यही था कि भाई you are young blood and करके दिखाना है, मतलब I have to show the world, right? So this happened for a year, but then I realized that hey, this business is not working. It was very apparent to me, but I didn't want to accept. Like most entrepreneurs don't want to accept. I was finding ways that this business will work. So I felt, why don't I that time people were starting to blog. It was again very early.
Yeah.
So I said, why don't I blog and show people how much I understand about startup and marketing? That will maybe put a spotlight on me as a person, and I'll be able to attract more people to help me with this jobs for freshers. That is the thought with which I started a blog called What Blog, WAT blog.
अच्छा.
ठीक है?
What blog?
So what blog started, and मैंने again I started in a community manner. It was one of the, जैसे अभी Medium करके है,
हाँ,
right?
correct.
Where everybody can blog.
yeah.
What blog was, we used to invite people to sign up to blog themselves.
Exactly. Create
They
their
couldn't
account.
publish, they could submit, and we would approve.
Okay, the review system was there.
Review
Yeah.
system. So मैंने एक community चालू कर दी, और within, so this is now we are in around July of 2006. I started this blog. एक साल हो गया है जॉब्स ऑफ फ्रेशर्स को. मैंने ये ब्लॉग चालू कर दिया 6 महीने में, बिकॉज आई न्यू हाउ टू मार्केट स्टफ.
Agree.
इसको भी मैंने मार्केट किया टू एजेंसी फोक्स, टू स्टार्टअप एंटरप्रेन्योर्स, टू
Exactly.
वेंचर कैपिटलिस्ट. 6 महीने में दिस ब्लॉग गॉट अ सब्सक्रिप्शन ऑफ मोर देन 5,000 पीपल, विच वॉज द एंटायर इंडस्ट्री एट दैट टाइम.
Wow.
राइट?
Right.
एंड इट बिकेम वेरी पॉपुलर.
Of course.
Right? Suddenly I said, ये तो कुछ है इसमें. And I started getting professional inquiries कि would you want to consult on Web 2.0? Because blogging was Web 2.0 that time.
Exactly.
So I saw that as an opportunity. My
Of
brain
course.
started seeing opportunity. So I started getting excited, right? And I had still not shut down Jobs of Freshers
of
completely. I was still running it on the side. Automate कर दिया था मैंने बहुत कुछ
Okay.
उसमें, कि जॉब पोस्टिंग ऑटोमेटिकली सिर्फ अप्रूव करना है मेरे को, और पेमेंट के लिए मैंने ऑनलाइन की पेमेंट सिस्टम्स भी
Integrate कर दिए थे,
पेपैल कर लिया
correct.
था. With this blog, I realized there's an opportunity to create a consulting firm. So my first thought process was, let me start a Web 2.0 consulting firm, and that's where I booked the domain whatconsult.com.
Okay.
And one of the first prospects who approached me to consult them was Rediff.com. So I had the good fortune of meeting
Obviously.
the CMO of Rebit and Mr. Ajit Balakrishnan, right? And they asked me for a pitch, right? So I took I had only one laptop that time, which was actually gifted by my sister. मेरे पास पैसे ही नहीं थे because I had spent everything
Yeah,
on
of course, you know,
Jobs of Freshers.
Correct.
So on that laptop I put team members who are all what bloggers जो free में blog कर रहे थे, but actually were techies.
अच्छा.
So the passion was so much that people used to blog,
Yeah,
you know,
they
and they
wanted
were
to
all
write
techies.
on
तो
the- yeah.
उनके profiles ले लेके मैंने एक what consult करके impression बनाया कि ये देखो मेरी एक consulting company है, these are my consultants.
Okay. Okay.
और
Got
फिर
it.
जाके मैंने pitch किया to Rebit. So I pitched to Rebit, and the presentation went very well. Right? It was about blog sharing, video sharing, which they actually launched as a product later.
Okay.
Right? And Ajit Balakrishnan said, pay him really well. This is a great idea.
He said upfront.
Upfront. Now I am Sindhi. If somebody says like that, I don't ever forget it. I saw an opportunity, right?
Agree.
I negotiated really hard. They said, we'll only give you 4 lakhs. I asked for 9 lakhs as just a consulting fee, right? And ultimately, I closed on 8 lakhs. Remember, I had only 3,000 in my account that time. 3,000 rupees. वो 2.5 लाख
Before
सारे,
that, yeah.
हाँ 3,000 रुपए ही थे मेरे account
Exactly.
में. मेरे पास पैसे ही नहीं थे क्योंकि मैं सब कुछ invest
You
कर रहा
were
था.
reinvesting ना in the
Yes,
business,
everything. I had no
correct.
money. Absolutely.
Agree.
Right? And there was no way my father was investing in anything that I was doing. Right? Anyways, that 8 lakhs became the seed fund for What Consult, which started as a Web 2.0 consulting company.
अच्छा.
Right? And then I hired the first few employees, and then we started doing every kind of work in Web 2.0 / social media that it became.
Agree.
later.
Yeah.
Right? And everybody thinks, oh, then success ho gaya, What Consult ka. No, it wasn't like that. This happened in January 10th, 2007. Right? All the money that I had earned got spent on hiring employees by December 2007, early January 2008.
Okay.
But we started getting projects.
Of course.
So we started taking any and every project, especially from agencies. So we actually got then the true social media agency projects from large agency that we took.
Okay.
right? Like Orkut पे campaign चलाना है. Facebook ads तो came much later in 2008, around July, August 2008.
Okay.
Right? But all of my work was second-hand work from agency. Not all. 50%, 70% of my work was second-hand work from other agencies because they didn't know how to handle social
Of
media.
course.
It was so new and so small for them
Agree.
that they needed a small partner to work with.
Agree.
What happened in August to October 2008, and you can Google this, was the Lehman Brothers crash.
Yes.
Which was the first economic crash. Movies have been made on this as
There
well.
are lots of documentaries, movies,
Yes.
and interviews, podcasts as well.
I, of course, didn't see it coming. Right? Suddenly, all the agencies stopped paying me. I had 15 employees by then, all freshers, some interns as well. Right? And I had no money to pay them. 3 months, I couldn't pay them. Then I had to take a personal loan of 5 lakhs.
Okay.
And I had to shut down What Consult. I was actually forced to shut down What Consult by my father and my sister,
Of course.
who told me that, Rajiv, this is going crazy. You can't continue like this. Who will pay these people?
Agree.
Right? And in that moment of argument with my father, and who said that you have to shut this, who had till now supported every mad thing that I had done,
Correct.
I just turned around and there was a sort of a glass cabinet.
Okay.
And I punched it through and through. So if you can see this, if you can zoom, there's a stitches, 2 stitches out here.
Okay.
These are reminder of never to lose your cool when you're running business, right? So
Right.
I was sitting as a 23-year-old being stitched by a nurse who was saying, "Why did you do this? Are you stupid?" And I felt stupid, to be honest. Right? I also realized that if I cannot control my temper or my temperament while running a business, I have no business in being business.
Agree.
And that was again a flip moment for me where I laid off 15 people. Only one person was left. One direct client was left. And Whatblog was still running. So I used Whatblog to create events and recapitalize my company. So from October 2008 to around February 2009, I did 5 events, earned 10 lakhs in profit from events.
Nice.
Right? The Lehman Brothers crash was now out, and restarted What Consult with that one client and one employee. Right? And from there, we did multiple things differently. I learned that financial prudence wasn't going directly to clients, not to take second-hand business from agencies.
Correct.
Right? Because direct clients want long-term partners.
Exactly.
Agencies want short-term vendors.
Short term, couple of months or some contracts.
So I
something
stopped
like this.
taking projects. I only took retainer business. First. Second, before this, I had set up all my offices in my house in Colaba, that 1-bedroom hall that I spoke about. That was my
home
office.
everything.
So wires was coming from 1 year and going into another year. मतलब ऐसे मतलब जैसे some child has created a CRT monitor लगे हुए हैं, movable desks हैं. Everything was very temporary. I took a office in Fort. I furnished it like a professional office. छोटा था ऑफिस, इससे भी छोटा था, इस ऑफिस से भी छोटा था. And but I professionally furnished it and then started professionally with 5 people in March 2009. 2010 we took another office. 2011 we took another office.
You're going,
and this financial strategy of only taking retainers became the cornerstone of India's largest social media agency.
Agree.
Which is What Consult.
Consult.
Right? That is the beginning of What Consult.
Very nice. It's too inspiring story, and
it is a mess actually, but in hindsight it sounds inspiring. I love reliving it because it was so much of hard work. It was so much of struggle. But it was fun. It was fun. I was so young that
of course,
it's water through the back.
Of course, I agree. See, what happened, the journey you shared. So, उस वक्त में काफ़ी लोगों का यही होता था, but you were very smart to catch के right time पे right decisions लेना yeah, as you have mentioned, anger and something that is a different part. Sometimes that's required.
Yeah.
ठीक है, ऐसा नहीं कि हमेशा ही आप cool रहोगे तो sometimes you will not take
Yeah.
decision.
I was actually angry at myself that I
Yeah.
didn't see things coming. I truly believe that entrepreneurs get angry at themselves when they can't estimate the future. Nobody can predict it.
Agree.
And then have enough fail safes to protect their business. This is what probably gets most entrepreneurs extremely angry. Because business can die at any stage. I mean, if you look at the Netflix movie Blackberry, just shows how two entrepreneurs created such a big business. They were leading the mobile phone domain.
Yeah.
But both of them became so complacent
Exactly.
that a competitor came and
Yeah.
they couldn't see it. They just couldn't see the next thing, right? And I'm sure it makes them angry even today, right? So for me, the fact that I couldn't see that this project-based business model that I've created is so financially risky, right? I felt very angry. But in hindsight, it gave me very good lessons in financial management, which is absolutely key for an entrepreneur.
Exactly.
Right? You can be the best creative guy, the biggest visionary, but if you don't
Exactly.
know how to manage cash flows, if you don't know how to structure your business into a profitable machine,
Agree.
then you are creating a body with blood leaking from every end.
Exactly.
Right? It's going to die. It's
Obviously.
not going to survive. Right?
Obviously.
So these fundamentals helped a lot.
सो ये जो आपने भी बात कही ना, मुझे इस पे एक सवाल है जो हमेशा रहता है. ठीक है, जैसे आपने कहा कि कैश फ्लो मैनेज करना. ठीक है, काफ़ी सारे एंटरप्रेन्योर्स तो ऐसे भी है जिनको यूनिट इकोनॉमिक्स ही नहीं समझते. ठीक है, बट अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस व्हाट आई वांटेड टू अंडरस्टैंड, देयर आर टू थिंग्स. वन, इट बूटस्ट्रैप बिजनेसेस एंड फंडेड business, correct? And so I wanted to know, because there are many businesses currently running in India. Some have become a unicorn,
Yeah.
but still they are not profitable.
So
ये क्या
So my opinion is that, see, a lot of businesses which have become unicorn and are not profitable, they will have to become profitable at some point in time, right? Even Amazon is now profitable,
Exactly.
right, with scale. But there's nothing wrong with that model as long as those entrepreneurs have the passion and perseverance to see it through.
There are
Right?
a couple of examples as well. I don't want to take directly name,
Yeah.
but they lost everything
See, business is
after becoming a unicorn business, and they lost everything.
it is a see, those businesses are like the examples we give, or the scary stories that people tell each other, but I think it's all part and parcel, right? Honestly, my belief is, with the way the business world is going, the disruption of technology is so high that every year your business can be disrupted or disintermediated by
Agree.
anyone.
Agree.
Right? I mean, if Google is being challenged by a startup, technically a startup like
Yeah.
ChatGPT,
Yeah.
right?
OpenAI.
The point is, no business is, averse to being disrupted and defeated and made out of business, like how Kodak was or BlackBerry was.
Exactly.
The reason businesses fail is twofold. One is market change. Second is internally they are not able to keep up with that market change.
That is what I wanted to ask you. कि
Yeah.
बहुत सारी चीज़ें हमने देखी है, businesses मल्टीपल रीजंस की वजह से बंद होते हैं या फिर ग्रो भी कर जाते हैं समटाइम्स उसका बेनिफिट उठा के.
Yeah.
ठीक है, उस टाइम का एंटरप्रेन्योर को डिसीजन मेकिंग ऐसी करनी चाहिए. इफ दे आर फंडेड और नॉट फंडेड लाइक बूटस्ट्रैप, बट वो उनको ग्रो करना है, करेक्ट? क्या चैलेंजेस तो सबको आते हैं, बट व्हाट आर द टिप्स यू विल गिव टू देम?
So I personally believe that, see, entrepreneurs are not machines. You have to understand they are people with families, people with personal goals, people with a life to live,
एग्री, ऑफ कोर्स.
right? So there are some entrepreneurs who've dedicated their lives to building companies. Case in point, Steve Jobs.
एग्री.
Even in just such a short life, only 52 years of
Yeah,
age,
yeah,
he was able to change so many things, right? Is that the right way for everybody to be an entrepreneur?
Of course
No,
not.
right? Everybody has a personal way of looking at life. So I don't judge entrepreneurs. I think entrepreneurs are value creators for definitely for themselves. Of course, why wouldn't, like when people say are entrepreneurs are cashing out of their business, why wouldn't they work so hard, they need that money, right?
Of course,
right?
of course.
I mean, आप employee होके leaves encash कर लेते हो तो it's the same
I mean,
thing, right?
obviously,
You do it, right? अगर आपके पास available है leaves encash करने को, आप encash कर लेते हो, correct?
Correct.
अगर वो ऑप्शन अवेलेबल है तो entrepreneur के पास अगर अवेलेबिलिटी होगी तो क्यों नहीं encash करेगा
Of course, और उसने तो build किया है उस चीज को,
Exactly.
इसीलिए.
But yes, there are some entrepreneurs who put themselves first and totally disregard employees. Now that's a moral, ethical, or a sensitive thing to comment on, because I think to each its own, right? There is nothing illegal about it, right?
course.
You know, if you think that you can exit from a business and you'll have to shut down the business because it will get acquired by another company, it's a business call that you're taking.
Yeah.
Right? The moment you joined a private company, you took on the risk of uncertainty, right? So I'm not
Agree.
saying we shouldn't. I am the first one to say, because when I couldn't pay those 15 employees,
Yeah, exactly.
those 3 months, I know what I went through. I would never want to go through that again, right? And I took a personal loan to make sure they were paid. Not
Exactly.
one person's money, but I also understand कि उनको 3 महीना वो सैलरी नहीं मिली होगी तो उन पे क्या बीती
होगी,
It must have
exactly.
been huge for them, right? So I understand, and entrepreneurs, to each his own, but I truly believe they should take accountability for their employees.
Exactly. That-
I truly believe
yeah.
that. But to each its own. There's no legal reason
हाँ.
for anybody to do that, right?
I agree, completely agree.
Having said that, I believe this funded versus non-funded is very personal call. How you run your company is a very personal call. There are all kinds of entrepreneurs out there.
Exactly.
There are stories about Steve Jobs, whether true or not, that he was very strict with his
Yeah.
people. He used to push them really hard. He was a taskmaster or whatever. There are stories about other entrepreneurs as well, each to his own. My sense is, if you can build a profitable business, scalable business that creates livelihood for more people and brings in revenue and profitability for everyone, then that's a win-win, right? People look down about, I mean, they do, that Infosys is like a factory, they create campuses, right? They look down upon that. But I mean, the way to look at it is, have you been able to create a business that gives employment to 1 lakh people? There are people who are going there and getting jobs, right? So, I mean, they are like, oh, they are not doing anything innovative. They are not doing anything deep tech. There is a place for every kind of business.
Yeah, exactly.
And no business that is profitable is made without effort or intelligence.
Exactly.
It
That
may
is
not look
completely agree.
sexy. It may not be fancy.
Of course.
But building a business that is profitable is hard work. And I respect every entrepreneur that builds a business, whether profitable, even loss making. Even for a loss making business, for it to sustain, the entrepreneur has to go meet
That is more
investors
important,
and
yeah.
raise funding each
Exactly.
time. It's very hard.
To sustain the business for a
It
long
is hard.
time.
You have to
to
try raising funding. इतना easy होता तो हर
No,
कोई
it is-
रास्ते वाला नहीं हो आके. It's hard. No?
Of course, of
you
course.
have to convince people to
And they-
bet on you. It is hard.
Exactly. And they're
Right?
creating a jobs. Exactly.
So I personally have respect for entrepreneurs. I have respect for employees also. They are also doing hard work. Everybody is doing hard work. But in the sense to actually demean entrepreneurship and tell that just because a person has cashed out, he worked hard, he built something. As long as he doesn't do any fraud. Yes, there are people
Yeah.
who've done fraud.
That's completely
they have
different
cheated
thing,
people. They have done irregular, which is not by law of the land. Nobody's talking about that.
Of course. That is
Right?
a completely different topic. That is not our.
But if you're going IPO and before that you are exiting a little bit, that's your call. You
Yeah,
built
that's
that
okay.
company. 15 साल तुमने काम किया है. Maybe first 5 years तुमने कुछ पैसा नहीं लिया है उसमें. रिस्क तो तुम्हारा है ना. रिस्क टू रिवॉर्ड रेशियो है ना.
Business तो risk पे ही होता है.
Exactly. So my theory is that I think you need to be, if you are not in their shoes, you can't think like them. Like how employees are also right when they say, right, if you are laid off, how bad does it feel?
Exactly.
You can't understand how bad that person feels if you are not in his shoes.
Exactly.
Or how hard his life is if you are not in his shoes.
I agree. You are being in like more than 2 decades in this
Yeah.
industry. इस situation पे जहाँ पे इतना modern marketing techniques है,
Yeah.
smart techniques है, apart from this competition, not only companies to companies या person to person, it's with machines, with like lots of tools. So in this era, अगर कोई ये सोचे कि उसको भी एक कंपनी स्टार्ट करनी है इन दिस इंडस्ट्री और डिजिटल मार्केटिंग और मार्केटिंग इंडस्ट्री, तो उसके पर्सपेक्टिव से हम उसको क्या कहेंगे कि क्या
So my
करना
sense
चाहिए?
is look at how the world is changing, right? Today, honestly, the biggest. So if you look at marketing alone, the first transformation of marketing was the advent of internet, which happened somewhere in 1995 to 2000.
Agree.
इंटरनेट जब आया तब एक नया चैनल खुला फॉर एडवर्टाइजिंग एंड मार्केटिंग
Exactly.
टू रीच पीपल, राइट? दैट इंटरनेट नाउ रीचेस ऑलमोस्ट 800 million people in India, right? Second wave was social media that created network effects,
Yeah.
right? कि लोगों से बात करने लगे एंड एक चीज जो किसी ने अपलोड कर दी वायरल हो गई,
वायरल हो गई, करेक्ट.
right? The third was this became ability to create that video and upload it was no longer with a handy cam and uploading it on YouTube. Now it was in hand of every person with the smartphone revolution.
Exactly.
Right? तो आप 95 देखो, फिर 2010 देखो, फिर 2010 के बाद 2015 देखो. That's where the smartphone revolution really started picking up.
Correct.
10 years ago. And now the smartphone is everywhere.
Everywhere. Agree.
I think इन सारी revolutions का impact एक साथ भी कर ले, it cannot compare to the impact that we are seeing now of AI. Right?
Agree.
And on marketing and advertising, it's going to have a huge impact. And it is going to force everybody to create harmonized, unified data so that AI can be more intelligent. लोगों का ये थिंकिंग है कि AI by itself is very intelligent.
Yes.
No. AI, even your LLMs, generative AI, which is trained on, billions of tokens and data, still need logical data from your end, correct
Exactly.
data from your end, harmonized data from your end to tell you whether campaign A is working or B is working.
Agree.
So I think this combination of data and AI is going to create many more jobs, and also it's going to reduce many more jobs.
Exactly.
It's going to have both a impact on how people function, and companies will be the first one to do this.
Exactly.
Right? Reason is all companies either look for effectiveness or efficiency. AI's first impact is on efficiency
Agree.
and then on effectiveness. तो पहले तो efficient होना चाहेंगे. हम कम लोगों के साथ ज्यादा कैसे कर सकते, right?
Right.
And it will also increase multiple jobs as well, right? So मेरे time में somebody who understood digital marketing was a very high value resource.
Exactly.
Now somebody who knows how to leverage AI will become a very high value resource, because
Agree.
वो बंदा आप उसको हायर करो, वो 6 महीने में इतना काम करेगा जो 3 बंदे करते.
3 बंदे कर दे.
तो आप बोलोगे ऐसे बंदे को मैं ठीक है थोड़ी 20% और सैलरी दे देता हूँ, क्योंकि AI का कॉस्ट कितना है? $20 पर मंथ.
Exactly.
बंदे का कॉस्ट कितना है? कम से कम $500 पर मंथ. है ना? इंडिया में एवरेज सैलरी $500 है. है ना? 20 से 25 हजार सब ग्रेजुएट्स भी ले लेते हैं आजकल, राइट? तो उस अगर 25-30 हजार में वो बंदा आपको 4 लोगों का वैल्यू दे रहा है, आप उसको छोड़ोगे ही नहीं.
Obviously not.
है ना? सो मोर जॉब्स विल बी क्रिएटेड फॉर पीपल हु अडेप्ट टू AI. जस्ट द वे सर्च इंजन आया तो जिसने सर्च इंजन मार्केटिंग सीखा उसके लिए जॉब्स क्रिएट हो गए. सोशल मीडिया आया, जिसने सोशल मीडिया मार्केटिंग सीखा उसके लिए जॉब्स क्रिएट हो गए, राइट? मोबाइल मार्केटिंग आया, जिसने ऐप मार्केटिंग सीखा उसके लिए जॉब्स क्रिएट हो गए.
इवन व्हाट्सएप जैसे चैट
व्हाट्सएप मार्केटिंग जिसने किया उसके लिए जॉब्स क्रिएट हो गए. सेम वे अभी जो AI के साथ अडेप्ट करके काम करना चालू कर देगा उसके लिए जॉब क्रिएट हो जाएंगे. माई HR पर्सन इन माई करंट कंपनी ऑल्सो, आई टेल हिम दैट ही शुड बी यूजिंग जनरेटिव AI completely. I'm not only talking about marketing, it will impact every job.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
And this is how even my journey actually moved towards, right? So after I you know, started doing these retainer with What Consult.
Nice Consult.
Right? I got an opportunity to sell the company in 2015 to Dentsu.
Yeah, I want to ask you that
Yeah.
as well. The journey, how Dentsu comes and how
So
it's
essentially, I'll tell
completely
you
works
why to sell. Why should an entrepreneur sell? This is a thumb rule.
to get acquire.
या मेरे हिसाब से अगर आप प्रॉफिटेबल बिजनेस चला रहे हो और अगर उस बिजनेस की ग्रोथ के लिए आपको कैश फ्लो की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है तो आपको उसको कभी बेचना नहीं चाहिए.
Okay.
सिंपल लॉजिक बता रहा हूँ. समझो आप बिजनेस चला रहे हो, आप 10 करोड़ का एनुअल रेवेन्यू कर रहे हो, उसमें आपका 2.5 करोड़ का प्रॉफिट है और आपको मंथ ऑन मंथ कोई कैश फ्लो की जरूरत नहीं. कैश फ्लो वो होता है कि भाई सैलरी पे करनी अभी है, क्लाइंट से पैसा 1.5 महीने बाद आएगा.
Exactly.
राइट. हमारे बिजनेस में क्या हो गया था, बाय 2013 हम मीडिया रन कर रहे थे करोड़ों रुपए का.
अच्छा.
We were running media of crores of rupees. Media as in Facebook ads, Google ads, all of that.
Yeah.
Client used to pay in 30 to 60 days.
Okay.
Right? Think about it. My entire family's net worth was equal to 1 month of client's media payment. So if one major client or all of my clients delayed payment by 3 months, which had happened in Lehman Brothers crash, even if I sold everything that my family owned, I wouldn't be able to finance. फिर आपके फेसबुक अकाउंट ब्लॉक हो जाते, एड अकाउंट, गूगल एड अकाउंट ब्लॉक हो जाते और मेरी एजेंसी बंद हो जाती.
बंद हो जाती. Correct.
So I was running a very high risk business, right? And I couldn't go to clients and say advance में पैसा दो because बड़ी एजेंसीज तो दे रही थी क्रेडिट.
Exactly.
और तभी कुछ क्रेडिट इंश्योरेंस या IAMAI जैसे ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस नहीं थे. अभी इंटरनेट एंड मोबाइल एसोसिएशन ऑफ इंडिया करके एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है विच सपोर्ट्स एजेंसीज टू कलेक्ट देयर ड्यूज फ्रॉम क्लाइंट्स.
Okay.
तभी नहीं था. 2013-14 में इतना स्ट्रांग नहीं था ये.
वो सिर्फ क्लाइंट को हाथ जोड़ते रहो, भाई दे दो.
Exactly.
It was
So,
like that. Yeah.
I realized that if I want this business to mean something and not die because I as an entrepreneur cannot finance it on a rainy day. गलती तो मेरी है ना. 150 लोग अभी हो गए हैं बिजनेस में. सो बाय 2014 150 लोग थे. 150 लोगों की सैलरीज आई वाज पेइंग.
Exactly.
प्लस ये मीडिया का कॉस्ट आई वाज बेयरिंग.
फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट अलग है.
Yeah,
बहुत
so
सारी
I
चीजें
had to
होती हैं.
think,
Exactly.
okay, ये client अगर पे नहीं करेगा तो ये 25 लाख आएंगे कहाँ से? This is the kind of pressure. So I realized I had to get an insurance policy. Now the problem in agency businesses, you don't get people who just invest in your business like a funding.
अच्छा.
It's not a fundable business like a tech business में 15% लेके funding दे देते ना आपको.
हाँ.
Agencies में ऐसा नहीं होता. Agencies में आपको acquisition ही करना पड़ता है.
Agree.
Because हम profitable थे already,
Exactly.
right? So that is where we started then searching partners and we met Dentsu in 2013.
Okay.
1.5 साल उनके साथ negotiate करने के बाद 2015 में we sold to Dentsu,
Okay.
right? But we did a deal that I would sell over the next 4 years.
So it was entire the equity sell or
51% I
Okay.
sold and then the rest of the equity was sold over the next 4 years.
Okay.
So I finally sold my last equity in December 27th, 2019, just before the pandemic.
Just before pandemic.
Yeah, so that was lucky. And 6 दिन I went for a holiday for New Year's and I stepped down immediately from Dentsu because I knew that मतलब अभी आदत खराब हो गई थी entrepreneur बनने की. So I did not have it in me to be an employee, right? Nothing against employees. I think people who are professional as employees, they are the reason entrepreneurs succeed.
Exactly.
Right? अगर आपके पास professional employees नहीं हो तो entrepreneurs cannot succeed.
Obviously not.
And ये वही होता है ना कि भाई मेंढक को ऊंचा जंप करना चाहिए, उड़ने की कोशिश नहीं करनी चाहिए. तो मैं वो मेंढक हूँ, राइट? आई नो हाउ टू बिल्ड कंपनीज एंड रन देम.
Correct.
मेरे को जॉब, आई विल प्रोबेबली द वर्स्ट एम्प्लॉय अगर कोई मेरे को जॉब पे रखेगा तो, राइट? सो वही है.
Agree.
You know, so people for each job. So I realized that my calling is to be an entrepreneur. So after that, after exiting in 2020, February before the pandemic, I had this idea of a data, AI, you know, programmatic, platform-driven agency.
Okay.
I felt that there was a opportunity to totally transform what an agency is by using data, tech and AI.
Okay.
This was in February 2020. But मैंने जब ये vision up, and February 12th is my birthday, when I put this vision on a presentation, I still have the timestamp, that presentation is in my laptop. I thought I'll take 6 months off, 1 year off, because this is a long term vision, 10-year vision.
Okay.
And then I will start this company. 12 फरवरी को मैंने वो बनाया है. I think 3rd March या 7 March 2020 पैंडेमिक स्ट्रक.
हाँ.
2.5 महीने में पूरे लोग सब डिजिटल में काम करने लगे.
Exactly.
राइट.
25th March तक तो I think across the India we all are at home only.
Exactly. And everything became virtual.
Everything.
And it suddenly struck me that अरे तो फास्ट ट्रैक हो रहा है. राइट. एंड आई सेड ये तो अभी वेट नहीं कर सकते.
अब तो मूवमेंट है ये.
हाँ. ऑल्सो मैं कहीं जा भी नहीं पा रहा था हॉलीडे करने के लिए. राइट. सो आई वाज लाइक यार तो फिर ये दैट थॉट जस्ट केप्ट ग्रोइंग इन माय हेड, growing. So in June, and you wouldn't believe, I had made 2 companies by now. Okay. One which I shut down, one which I scaled and sold. Still hiring that first employee and committing to a 3rd company was so hard for me, it's not even funny. मतलब I was shaking, I was feeling scared कि एक और company चालू करना है. And you should feel scared because it is a big commitment to start a company. Exactly. But anyways, I started that. Rebuild, the platform-based, AI-based company was formed. And then over the next 2 years, we built that advertiser data platform combined with our agentic AI now. And we provide solutions to BFSI clients, retail clients. We work with several clients now. We have more than a 60-member team, which over the last 4-5 years we have scaled. It's a new way of providing agency services, but through technology, data and AI.
थोड़ा सा मैं चाहता हूँ आप इसको थोड़ा सा और एलाबरेट करो AI को. हाउ एजेंसीज कैन लुक इनटू दैट.
So I believe every agency will become an agency, right? Especially marketing and advertising services are absolutely ripe for them to be done by information agents and action agents. Agents as in LLM agents. And the infrastructure is scaling up rapidly around this.
Agree.
मेरे हिसाब से we are also seeing this. We are also creating AI agents in Rebit. हम अभी 50-60 लोग हैं. I don't think हम कभी भी 100 से ऊपर जाने वाले हैं. भले हमारे 200 क्लाइंट हो जाए. Even if we have 500 clients across the world, I don't think we will be more than 100 people.
Understand.
We will have maybe 200 agents.
Okay.
Right?
Understand.
Maybe we'll have 1,000 agents.
Understand.
LLM agents for different unique tasks.
Understand.
And I believe in marketing and advertising services, this is the future structure. All the large agency networks that are currently existing across the world, which have 10,000 people, 6,000 people, are going to be in for a very, very big disruption.
Agree.
Right? Purely because these cost structures are passed on to the clients. And clients are in no mood to pay for something that now costs $50, let's say a video production, to pay $5,000 for that.
Agree.
So you need to have I would say you will have 20% smart people for strategy, decision making, creative thinking, and 80% agents, the 20-80 rule.
2080 rule, correct.
Right? So if my company is 60 people, eventually I will have 400 agents and I don't need to increase the 60 people ever. I need to make them smarter in how to use agents.
AI. Correct, agents.
Right? They need to be the best, absolute best team in leveraging agents across tech, data, AI, and client front-ending tasks.
Agree.
Right? And this is the future I am building towards. We build the infrastructure for it, the data pipes for it, so that all LLM agents can sit up on top of those API and data pipes.
I think this thought should be for everyone. Those are running agency. It's
This
not.
could,
Yeah.
in my view, this is also going to be the thought for all industries.
Yeah.
Where human physical tasks are provided as services. For example, call center.
Huh.
Voice agents are there. You don't
Exactly.
need call centers.
Exactly.
Right? Because human error in call centers is very high.
Agree.
Right? For example, let's say somebody is just a email marketing person. You don't need AI can create the personalization, design the email and send it.
Correct.
Right. So the question is, what do you need people for then? People need to be great at checking AI's work, approving the right stuff, ensuring that AI is not hallucinating, because at scale it will,
Agree.
right? Ensuring everything is on brand. Basically, humans are going to be gatekeepers. Gatekeepers, right?
Right.
लाइक फॉर एग्जाम्पल आज की जो एयरप्लेन है ना वो इतनी एडवांस्ड है कि वो ऑटो पायलट पे टेक ऑफ लैंड सब कुछ कर सकती है.
Correct.
बट पायलट क्यों बैठा हुआ है?
Just to monitor.
टर्ब्यूलेंस आया तो
Yeah.
ही विल होल्ड दिस.
Exactly.
राइट, ही विल टेक ओवर. राइट, जब ड्रोन्स खुद उड़ के जा सकती है एक पॉइंट से, तो प्लेन तो जा ही सकती है.
हाँ.
उस पर तो ज़्यादा टेक्नोलॉजी है. उतनी छोटी ड्रोन में क्या टेक्नोलॉजी है?
course.
रिमोट कंट्रोल से आप उड़ा सकते हो बड़ी प्लेन. पॉइंट है, ह्यूमन का जॉब इज एज अ गेट कीपर, एज अ सिक्योरिटी के फेल सेफ.
Fail safe. Correct. No, this is
Humans
the right point.
across marketing and advertising's role will be strategic fail safe.
I agree.
Okay, we are not strategically incorrect. We are not, saying something that is hurting any sentiments. We are not. Data is correct. The AI is not misinterpreting data.
Exactly. This is very good point, Rajiv, you have mentioned. And it's for both. For entrepreneurs and for an employee. Because entrepreneurs को तो एजेंसी बनानी ही है, ठीक है, उनको बिजनेस करना ही है. बट एम्प्लॉयज़ जो सबसे ज़्यादा वरीड है जॉब के लिए, करियर बनाने के लिए, आइदर इट्स फॉर नॉट talking about the marketing industry only, for any kind of industry, any businesses, they wanted to become like they wanted to pursue any career, ठीक है. So उनको ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है समझना कि AI अब कितना इंपॉर्टेंट हो गया है. They need to be learn the prompt engineering.
Yes.
Either it's not their job.
Prompt engineering, the word sounds so complex.
Yeah.
It's very simple. How can you ask the right questions and extract the right answers and drive creative answers, drive tonality, drive insights, drive all of that is what even a young person today can do. Like very simple example. Let's go back to my story of how I did my project. Google had all these different PDFs.
Exactly.
I used to search file type PDF, digital advertising. मेरे को इतने
सब
सारे
data
रिपोर्ट्स
मिल
मिल
गया.
गए.
Correct.
मैंने उनको कंबाइन करके it took me 10 hours of work and I created a project report and I read through it, skimmed through it. Right? I knew broadly what it was. Same way, now you don't need to do that. But you need to create the right prompt and do deep research to create that entire report, but then you need to read it.
Exactly.
You need to ensure that the data referred to is correct, right? And maybe some parts you copy paste again and ask to rewrite because it's not exactly in the tonality you want.
Exactly.
So that is what maker checker. Humans may no longer be maker, but they'll definitely be checker and approver.
And one thing I wanted to correct it, क्योंकि सोशल मीडिया और इंस्टाग्राम रील्स एंड ऑल देख के ना व्हाट वी आर थिंकिंग कि AI के थ्रू हम सब कुछ कर सकते हैं.
हाँ.
आप सब कुछ कर सकते हैं, लेकिन आपको जो करना है वो आपको पता होना चाहिए.
Absolutely.
आपको क्या करना है. Recently what happened, I tried to develop a website. I tried to use multiple platforms, WordPress and all. But one of my developer friends suggest me कि ये AI software है, use it. मैंने कहा I am not a coder. I can drag and drop and create a website. He said कि you don't even need a drag and drop. Just give a command like ChatGPT and that tool will create a website. I've created it. But वो बहुत basic. जो मैंने कहा उसने वो दे दिया. Now I took help of developer only because I'm not a core developer. तो ही टेल मी कि ये चीज़ तुझे प्रॉम्प्ट देना पड़ेगा. दिस इज़ अ राइट प्रॉम्प्ट टू डेवलप अ वेबसाइट.
Right.
And then when I gave it to the AI tool and it gave me a complete website in 2 hours. I've read it and it's amazing website.
Right.
And the person who asked me to create the website, वो बहुत खुश हो गया. Then I realized it कि मेरा काम SEO है. I'm not a developer.
Yeah.
SEO के लिए मैं अच्छे prompt दे सकता हूँ, अच्छी चीज़ें निकाल सकता हूँ.
Yeah.
But when it's come to development of website, I need to be a little bit of sense for that
Absolutely.
website development.
Absolutely.
So वहाँ I have realized कि AI will not eat my job, it will reduce my work.
Absolutely.
If I'm a good AI prompt engineer, then it will help me to survive, it will help me to grow my career. And yeah, it's just for those who looking for कि भाई मेरा job चला जाएगा. No.
In fact, the more senior and smarter you are, the better you will be able to leverage AI because you have deep understanding of what you want, how you want it, where could errors come,
Exactly.
where could AI make errors. For example, a fresher coder or developer using AI is going to make more mistakes than a senior developer. Absolutely. Why? Because AI will make some mistakes in that
Of
code.
course.
If the fresher developer is not able to understand that code and fix those bugs by himself, right? And even if AI keeps getting more advanced, for complex things with prompts, you will need to have an understanding of how things work under the hood. Because when they will stop working, you should be able to open it up and be able to fix it.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So, in my view, think of it this way, right? Early video technology was VCR and those cassettes.
CDs
Audio
and all,
technology
yeah,
was those
yeah.
cassettes.
Yeah, cassettes.
And when those videos used to get stuck, I'm talking about 1990s, early 90s, we knew how to open that flap, take the video and then is reel so that reel is not torn and the video cassette is not broken. We used to softly take it out and then roll it back.
Yeah.
Right? We knew how to work that.
Yeah.
Get it?
Got it.
Right? So AI is at that stage of the technology. Sometimes it gets stuck. Sometimes it gets... So you should know how to then fix it. AI is not reached to the level where it is just a USB stick. You put it and the movie plays. It will happen. That will also happen. It will take 3-4 years. Even then, it will get very, very advanced. Right? It will be available for everyone. But by even then, right, like you pointed out, right, what exactly is a good website? Right? AI will give you 4 suggestions. You will need to choose one.
Choose one. Correct.
So humans will be checker, approver, selector, decision maker for strategy.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think, at least in the next 5 to 7, 10 years, there will be autonomous AI to the level where all business decisions AI is taking and humans is just sitting and eating. 5 to 7 years, it won't happen. After that, maybe there are chances of such autonomous companies as well.
Possible है. I wanted to ask you this question कि next 5 to not 5 even 2 to 3 years even क्योंकि बहुत ज़्यादा एडवांस हो गया.
Right.
And I think 5 years या 10 years बोलना it's like a decade तो नहीं लगेगा इसको. ठीक है. जिस हिसाब से AI evolve हो रहा है.
Yeah.
So how you see the industry will grow?
I personally feel that the early transformation is very rapid. So if you look at 10 years from 2005 to 2015, or let's say even 15 years from 2000 to 2015, you had cassettes, CDs, DVDs, USBs in 15 years.
15 years.
15 years only.
Yeah.
Cassettes, CDs, DVDs, USBs. Right?
Right.
So, and cloud now, you can straight away stream. Right? So, 15 साल में इतना change हुआ. So, even AI will go through that. Right? But after a point, it's going to start having, its upgradation is not going to be that rapid. Right? Of course, there is talk of super intelligence and AGI and all of that. In my view, those will have limited applications, not that many business applications. Right? They will first have applications in quantum computing, in military, whatever other industries or space technology, and all of that is where those, because it'll be expensive.
Of course.
The first version of AGI is going to be extremely expensive. It's not going to be available at $10 to you and me.
Of course.
Right? So my sense is for us, for the next 5 to 7 years, it's important to upgrade ourselves to work with this technology. Get comfortable with tools that create stuff, leveraging AI, and get comfortable making AI a part of our daily life. मतलब as simple as आप एक सप्लीमेंट खाते हो ना, सपोज आप एक कैल्शियम ले रहे हो,
एग्री.
उसका फोटो लेके डाल दो चैट जीपीटी में और पूछो भाई ये क्या है, राइट? यूज इट लाइक यू यूज गूगल सर्च.
गूगल सर्च और आजकल सोशल मीडिया जैसे
Yes, आपको कुछ खाना पकाना है, बोलो आई नीड अ रेसिपी फॉर दिस, मेक इट हेल्दी, टेल मी एग्जैक्ट टेबल स्पून्स, right?
Agree.
So I'm saying if you make it a part of daily life, it will easily become a part of your your professional life as well.
एग्री.
Yeah.
So last couple of things I want to ask you, because we have discussed lots of things about AI and other agencies as well. So this is a segment of my podcast. So where I wanted to, because you know that my audience is those who wanted to become a marketer or they
Right.
wanted to. So उनके लिए हमें ये सारी चीज़ें क्वेश्चंस जो है काफ़ी सारे लोग मुझे पूछते भी है कमेंट में और पर्सनल ईमेल्स भी कर रहे हैं इस चीज़ के लिए कि मिस्टेक्स जो कर रहे हैं entrepreneurs building a business, because I have a few networks.
Sure.
So they asked me कि ये बात पूछो, because you build a business, you get acquired and you have a very good experience.
Yeah.
अगर आपसे ना पूछूं तो फिर who is the right person?
Yeah.
So क्या mistakes हैं that we wanted to see कि ये चीज़ें नहीं करनी चाहिए while building a businesses?
So ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है, but I think सिंपल सी बात है, business is a financial asset. So all the financial elements apply. When you start a business, you started with passion.
Exactly.
You started with a vision saying कुछ बनाना है, कुछ सही करना है दुनिया में, या दुनिया को चेंज करना है. All of that is fine. But at the end of the day, business is a financial asset. You are creating something that creates value, creates surplus. Surplus means profit. And also generates some cash. If you don't, even though Chat GPT or OpenAI started as a not for profit, they had to create a for profit entity under it so that they could raise their funds to create a behemoth that it is now.
Right.
They had to charge customers. They couldn't just be a research project.
Yeah.
Right? So as an entrepreneur, it's very important to have your financial unit economics, understanding what will drive profit, what is your acquisition cost. All of these are boring things, but these are the real things that will make your business survive.
Exactly.
The first 3 to 5 years of a startup, survival is the main goal.
Agree.
You can get killed because your co-founders had a fight. You can get killed because some other person launched another. मतलब you can get killed because of so many reasons.
So many reasons. Correct.
Right? आपने अभी business चालू किया, कल pandemic हो गया, खत्म हो गया business. So surviving, your business should survive. How does business survive? When it has cash.
Exactly.
Right? Where does cash come from? Either you are so deep pocketed you can keep funding it.
Yeah.
99% of people do not have such deep
Exactly.
pockets. Or you figure out who's the customer who will pay so that you can pay your next bill as a business. So that some amount is left for you to reinvest. So that is business.
That is
right. I personally feel there's a lot to learn from traditional business people like the Kutchi, Gujarati, Sindhis, right? Who knew that ek paisa, who used to make that profit. There's a lot to learn there. And of course, there's a lot to learn with tech guys, right?
Of course.
Because that's the future of business.
Of course.
Leveraging AI and all of that.
Exactly.
But the fundamentals of creating value, creating surplus, 1 + 1 3, 2 + 2 5, right? That math that you create 50 people team, but each employee actually generates more value than the salary he's earning, right?
Exactly.
That math doesn't change no matter what kind of business you're running.
Agree. Great thoughts, Viraj. So I think I wanted to conclude it for audience.
Yeah.
That you have shared the experience. Growing is a good thing, passion is a good thing, but पैसा संभालना, पैसा बनाना,
Yeah.
and ethics and all, of course, that is
Because
required.
आपका सक्सेस तब होगा जब आप कैश को मैनेज करके
exactly.
सक्सेस की तरफ बढ़ पाओगे. अगर वो पाथ सक्सेस का 15 साल है तो आज आप कैसे सरवाइव करो, 15 साल तो बाद में आएगा.
Exactly.
सो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट.
Exactly. And the last thing that we have discussed lots about AI.
Yeah.
So जो न्यू टेक्नोलॉजीज आ रही जैसे जैसे टाइम आगे जाता है, इवॉल्व होता है, दे हैव टू अपग्रेड देमसेल्फ फॉर देयर कंपनी, फॉर देयर एम्प्लॉइज, फॉर देमसेल्फ एज वेल. मतलब ट्रेडिशनल चीज़ें रखकर दे विल नॉट ग्रो.
एंड दिस हैज बीन द रूल ऑफ एवोल्यूशन, राइट?
हाँ.
Humans wanted to survive in the wild, so they created stone spears to kill animals that were
animals,
ready to
yeah.
kill them, which was also technology.
Exactly.
Now humans have created technology that like AI, which is actually for your
Exactly.
convenience. If you know how to think of it as a stone spear, right? If you can think of that technology as to how do I leverage this to make my life,
Exactly.
you will not fear it. You will use it like a tool.
Very nice. So Rajiv, this is an amazing conversation with you. बहुत सारे पॉइंटर्स हैं, ठीक है, जो सीखने मिले हैं. हम भी काफ़ी सारी चीज़ें ऐसी स्टार्ट किए, कुछ ब्लॉगिंग्स, कुछ ये पॉडकास्ट की जर्नी भी इट वॉज स्टार्टेड लाइक दिस कि टेक्सचुअल इंटरव्यू से स्टार्ट हुआ. वन ऑफ द एजेंसी इन मुंबई, आई अप्रोच्ड हिम, ही इज द फाउंडर ऑफ दैट एजेंसी, कैन यू गिव मी द टेक्सचुअल इंटरव्यू. ही सेड कि व्हाई यू आर फोकसिंग ऑन टेक्सचुअल, हु इज रीडिंग राइट नाउ? Everyone is looking for video content.
Yeah.
Go for a podcast.
Yeah.
So after 2-3 months of thoughts, and I decided, okay,
Yeah.
then I'll start the podcast. So यही जर्नी है, एक चीज़ से सीखी, दूसरी चीज़ बनाई, किसी से क्या सीखा और उसको इम्प्लीमेंट किया. एंड नाउ आई हैव, तो आपकी जर्नी तो मैंने काफ़ी सारे पॉडकास्ट, इंटरव्यूज़ में देखी है, PRs में देखी है, पढ़ी है, बट जो चीज़ यहाँ मिली है डायरेक्टली 1-on-1 बात करने में, इट्स रियली अमेजिंग.
So another thing which you said for entrepreneurs, and I'll end with this. I think a lot of people think that entrepreneurship is about deep thinking. It's actually a fallacy. Entrepreneurship is about doing.
हाँ.
It's not about thinking. Entrepreneurship is about action, not about thought. In fact, the more you think, highly likely you will not do anything. मैं 20 साल का था, मैं कौन सा सोच रहा था, वो I was not some Einstein.
Exactly.
I just went ahead and created.
Yeah.
One thing led to another. Where I failed once, second time I succeeded. But action has 10x more value than thought.
Agree. Completely agree on that. And this is really, really
So
nice.
entrepreneurship is doing. It is thinking.
Of course.
You should take pause and think some, right? But 80% of entrepreneurship is action.
Yeah, it's not like that ना कि मुझे बनाना है. भाई बनाना है तो you have to stand and do something.
80% of entrepreneurship is action. Is it doing? Doing and learning, then thinking, doing and learning. But doing is very important.
Doing is what most important. That's completely agree. Thank you so much.
Thank
Rajiv.
you.
This is really an amazing conversation with you. And thank you for coming on the podcast.
I've had a great time as well. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.